The squad members are certainly the heroes of the week. And this week, I had to pick two because the team did such an extraordinary job of putting people in that category to choose from. And so we have the squad, the congressional members who had the courage of their convictions to vote against that infrastructure bill on the principle that the B to the third power was not there, and the miners who are striking for better wages and health care, and also to let the people they work for know that you cannot forget that as we transition to green energy, there must be a just transition. They got arrested in New York, and I am just so proud of them and their courage.
Okay, so I'm gonna get to the miners in a sec because that's actually a great story and it's not getting enough press. So I'm really glad that you picked them. But let's talk about the squad for a second. So that's the six that are AOC, Jamal Bowman, Cori Bush, Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, Ayanna Pressley. I think I said them all. Okay, so now what happened next and why you I think correctly have them in the hero category is then the world collapsed in on them. So like it doesn't come at no cost when you stand up and you're courageous and you're a hero. What happens is the powerful don't like that because you're rebelling against them. So they send their dogs to attack you. So I talked to one of the offices this week and they were deluged with voter calls because they heard in the media that the progressives voted no on what the voters needed. Isn't that amazing? Now they voted no because they wanted more for the voters, but every outraged constituent thought they wanted less because of what they heard in the media.
Yeah, I talked to an office too, and it really is a shame. They are standing up for the very people that suffer the most, and yet they get the hate coming at them for actually really doing the right thing. They didn't say either or. They said both of these things must happen at the same time. It is what is necessary to lift the American people. So what they did was standing in the gap for the least of these, unlike other folks. And I just want the members, please, just lift them up. Please send them a kind word. If you're on social media, send them a kind word on any of the vehicles that you use because they need it. A lot of times when you are up against this kind of pressure, when you have the status quo coming at you, when you're getting all kinds of phone calls from people with fancy titles telling you that what you're doing is wrong and that you're standing in the way of progress, nothing could be further from the truth. They are advancing progress and they are heroes and sheroes.
Yeah, absolutely. And then today with Manchin saying, I'm not gonna vote for it this year. I'm not gonna vote for it until we do 3 other bills, and I might never vote for it. It proves the squad 100% right. They said, if you vote for yes on the infrastructure bill that Manchin wants, we'll lose all leverage. The other side said, no, let's just trust Biden. Well, who was right and who was wrong? We already have our answer. It came right away. The answer is the 6 Justice Democrats were clearly correct. They weren't just correct in, hey, I want more for the voters and that's why I'm doing this. They were also right about the strategy. So
that's right.
Look, there has to be accountability for the people who were wrong, but there also has to be praise for the people who were right and suffered for it and were attacked for it. So, the corporate press, they're never gonna turn around and go, oh yeah, all that stuff we said about them are bad. It turns out they were right all along. They lost all the leverage. AOC's and Jamal and Cori and all the rest of them are the best strategic minds in America. They're never gonna say that, even though it's true. So that's why you're right, Nina. At least folks need to reach out to them and say, no, don't listen to that nonsense. We got your back.
That's right. That's exactly right. And all of the conversation about both of these bills happening at the same time, the squad didn't make that up. They didn't decide that themselves. This is what the entire conversation about this package has been the entire time. As a matter of fact, what the squad was saying, be true to your word. To everybody, the Congress and the president, be true to your word. We said we were gonna pass this as a package, pass it as a package.
100%.
And now they're getting the hate? No, that's backwards. It should be the other way around.
No matter what you think of the policy, it is indisputable that they're the only ones who kept their word, who said they were going to do something and then delivered on.
And that should mean something, right? Because that's really all we have. Win, lose, or draw is your word.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.